Mixon with a first down carry. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the toss, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Yep. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At their own 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Fields. He finds his running back, Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And all the way down to the 26. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 26. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Hill, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. He may try and run. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, nice move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on second down. Fields got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Joker, 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 Joker. 1, 6, 4, wait, safe.
It's Mixon on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming for you.
57.
2nd and 11. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go with a keeper. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that see...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Let's go. Time to end it. Get along. West. Hey.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go, defense. It's our time. 57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's McCrane back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 69 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 22, check.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got his man. Boyd. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On first down, Dobbins fights off another.
I think the second tackle.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
36. Check 26, check 26. Kill.
They'll run again with Hunt.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
Exactly.
there. But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You bet. Don't be scared of it. Cut low. 57.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields able to find Waller. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Baltimore.
Ready? Pittsburgh.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Charles, we saw a